It's hard to find problems with the season 3 premiere. Sombra had a decent plan, the stakes were pretty high, and we learned a lot about this ancient, beautiful city that we had no idea existed before this point. And just like Rowsy, we were taken aback by its immense beauty and customs, and it was awesome with some really catchy songs. But something's always felt off about the backstory Celestia gives. Well, okay, there isn't really anything wrong with the backstory, but the events of the episode itself. Basically, it goes that Celestia and Luna use some kind of super powerful spell to banish Sombra into the frozen north, seal him there. But the thing is, how does his curse wearing off free him from the frozen north? What gives? How does that work? How come that happened? Yeah, I can't help but wonder that. But did Sombra ever even escape from the frozen north? Now then, let's go over Sombra himself a bit. He's shown as a powerful unicorn at the backstory comics of canon, which I take his backstory comic as one of the few comics that are canon. His backstory, like the Sombra backstory comic, that is one of the few I believe is canon. I do think that's canon, so technically Sombra isn't a unicorn. But if that comic is canon or not, it doesn't affect this theory at all, or the show itself. Or at least it doesn't affect it that much, it just changes motives slightly. But anyway, he's portrayed as a very powerful unicorn. Or was he? See my video on the Alcorn Amulet Secret Origins if you want to watch it. I'm not trying to force you, but anyway, let's get back on topic now. He's portrayed as a very powerful unicorn who could control and wield dark magic very effectively. And then Celestial Unicorn like, hey, cut that out. Just seal him in some ice in the frozen north. Yeah. But how does his curse, wearing off, free him from the frozen north? He curses the Empire, then gets banished, they make that out to have all happened very close together. But the curse he cast, and Celestial Luna sealing him, despite happening very close together, are unrelated events. How does his curse wearing off free him from the Royal Sister's seal? What? I know what you're thinking. But what does this take place directly after? A Canterlot wedding. It's very soon after that, as we see a stained glass window in the events of that episode. Shainama and Cadence are recently married, and it's a recent event. What I'm trying to say is that a Canterlot wedding happened very recently. Yeah. So what if it had something to do with that event? Now then, Chrysalis and the Changelings, because they're the villains of the season 2 finale, it is implied that they might not even be from Equestria, but maybe they'll land outside it, as Chrysalis says in a quote. Well, okay, I can't remember not exactly what she says, but I think she says something along the lines of, Equestria is more loved than any other place I've ever seen. Equestria as a nation, she's not just referring to Canterlot, which at least means she's visited other nations. So if she's either from Equestria, but she's visited other nations, or she isn't from Equestria, and it happened upon this place filled with more love than any other nation. Yeah. And the Changeling Hive was not some kind of base or what is there. I'm not sure what it was confirmed, but I've read on the actual MLP Friendship's Magic wiki that the place where Chrysalis and the Changelings got blasted was where they built the Changeling Hive. And that does not appear, at least as far as I can tell, it doesn't appear on the Equestria map, unless I'm just really bad at looking for things, which I am. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it appears on the Equestria map. It has the hollow shades on there from season 7 finale, but no season 6 finale Changeling Hive. It's either being whoever made that map is being disrespectful towards the changelings, or it's on the outskirts of Equestria, similar to Mount Eris, which Season 8 implies that's part of Equestria now, but it's a very recent addition, and they've already made maps featuring that! Where's my Changeling Kingdom? Where's my Thorax? But, back on topic, did all the Changelings get blasted there? Surely they can't all have been sent in the same direction. What if one was sent to the frozen north? And Chrysalis couldn't just invade without doing a bit of history on Equestria, perhaps maybe even coming across the history of the Crystal Empire. And some of her Changeling subjects might hear this, you might tell them this. So this Changeling, upon seeing the Crystal Empire, remembers the research they did, and disguises himself as King Sombra, because why would his curse wearing off free him from his completely separate seal? And another bit of evidence towards this is that when King Sombra is flying towards the Crystal Heart, we see him hungrily lick his lips, as though he's about to feed off it. Yeah, the Crystal Empire, the thing that filled with love and light, love, changelings feed off of love. And we have seen that, when changelings revert to instinct when they're around too much love and drop their disguises. So why doesn't this happen now? Well, the Crystal Ponies aren't feeling any love, so the Crystal Heart probably doesn't have that much in it. It's been hidden for 1,000 years. And then, they're all panicking because Sombra's right there. He's about to get it. So it wouldn't have that much love inside of him. But it still might have a bit. Just enough to provoke this tiny reaction. And of course, they kill this changeling with the love blast because we have seen that, and what is that love blast similar to? The ones emitted by Thorax when he first transforms that knock Chrysalis into his throne, and then later blow up the entire top of the Changeling Kingdom? Yeah. Kind of similar. The Crystal Heart, this unreleased concept, might be from a dragon. It's still similar. So if love, not only can changelings feed off of love, but Chrysalis especially doesn't show any real understanding of the emotion, it can still be used as a weapon to, fight people with and beat up the bad guys. It makes a nice change from Friendship Rainbow Lasers. Not saying they're getting old, it's just, it's okay when they mix it up now and again. Even though I do absolutely love the Friendship Rainbow Laser element of Harmony strategy. It's pretty epic every time they use it. That's probably why the writers made them get them up in Season 4 anyway. And then this changeling is killed. And Sombra, the real Sombra, is still sealed away. Boom. Mind blown.